How you doing, Brady? Ken Kreitzer and my colleague Sal Interdonato. How has practice been coming off a big win?
It's been great. Everybody's been locked in. Had a great practice today. Gonna fix the little stuff we messed up tomorrow in film, and we're gonna get better tomorrow.
How is it for you being in your first commander-in-chief trophy game, 52,000 people at an NFL stadium? What was that just like for you?
Yeah, it was a great experience. It was obviously very neat to play my first CIC game. Obviously, it was great how it turned out, but now we're looking forward to Holy Cross, and they're a great team, so we're game planning.
Well, tell us a little bit about you helped Bryson Daly run for 170 yards and two touchdowns, and I was standing behind the end zone. I think for the first touchdown, 62 yards, and you looked so proud on that play as you congratulated your teammates. But tell us a little bit about that play. How did it develop? How did Bryson get such a big hole?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it started up front. Everybody, we made our calls. We blocked it perfectly, and Bryson's an absolute stud, and he hit the hole and he was off to the races, and that was that. And obviously we're big on celebrating in the end zone. Congratulating our teammates. So I made sure I got there as fast as I could to give them a pat on the head and tell them congrats, and we got to do it again.
And how is it for you? I mean, you're really no longer a freshman, having played 11 games as starter, played virtually every play. Have you missed any plays this year? How do you feel like are you as comfortable now as you look?
Yes, sir. I mean, obviously, experience is a big part of playing football. So after the first couple of games, just settling into the speed and getting comfortable. But I mean, it's been great because the upperclassmen have helped me a ton, and just allowing me to do what I have to do to play, and kind of slowing the game down for me with film and watching film, stuff like that.
Sal, why don't you go ahead?
Hey Brady, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
Good. Coach Monken was talking about earlier today about maybe the team was searching for an identity this year, and maybe did you guys kind of find it in Air Force or rediscover it so much, like what Army football is all about, the way you guys played that game? Do you think, or no?
Obviously, we have a big culture here, so we knew this game was going to be a culture game for us. I feel like the culture's been here the whole time. You know, lost some games that maybe we should have won, made a lot of mistakes, but I feel like we keep growing as a team, and I feel like it showed against Air Force the capability we can play with, and not making mistakes and being fundamentally sound, following that plan. Good things happen when everybody plays together.
No doubt. What did you think of the first quarter for you guys? I mean, of course, I'm guessing you want to establish the run, but the way the mob played in that first quarter, what did you think? What was working for you guys? I mean, was it 5-1? What do you think was working for you guys?
Absolutely. I feel like we played great as a unit up front, playing together, making sure we were talking, ID in front. And at the end of the day, it starts with us up front. And, as long as we do our job, it makes everything easier for the backfield and opens a lot of things up. So, I mean, I was super proud of how we played, cleaned up the stuff that we made mistakes on, and filmed that next day. So, I mean, we're ready to play Holy Cross and continue our season.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how you guys build off that Air Force win. Obviously, you said you had this pretty good practice today, and it's just is it like going back to working because the big plays, right, Brady? That big play, Bryson Daly will really get energized in offense, right? And that's some of the big plays. Maybe you were here and there, you were getting them, but if maybe that's kind of the sparks that you need in this offense, those type of plays, and then the consistent grinding after that too, or.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the big plays are obviously great. They're impact plays. But, our culture is grinding the ball down and just continuously beating people up front and just grinding, running, and just running the ball down people's throats. So that's our culture, and that's something we take pride in. And I feel like as a unit, we continue to get better each week. And, I'm looking forward to playing Holy Cross because, they're a very good team. I mean, you can just watch the film. They're very fundamentally sound and they're very well coached. So it's gonna be a good game.
Appreciate it, Brady. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Brady, let me ask you. I know I always wonder how West Point football players find time to watch film with all the other things you got to do academically, the military drill, and you're still learning the ropes as a freshman. How are you handling all that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was tough in the beginning, but biggest thing is just managing your time and finding different time slots throughout the day to watch film. So I come up to the stadium early to watch film with the coaches. That's kind of like my allotted time to kind of watch my film to get better and watch opponent film to be prepared for the game. And when I get back to my room, I have an iPad, so I'll put on some film before I go to bed and just kind of find time throughout the day to break it down into like 15-minute periods or something along there and trying to balance that with schoolwork. So it was difficult at first, but I kind of found a routine that has helped me.
You got to ask you. I talked once with the Army center who played against Oklahoma, and I said that I asked him what is it like when you go up the line and the other team's uniforms say Oklahoma on them, and you've watched them on TV. How is it for you first year and you're going against the likes of LSU and Boston College and these other big name teams, and then the Air Force Falcons, and you're the player leading the offense up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously a great experience. I'm very fortunate to be in the position I'm at, but you know, being able to go to war with my brothers each week, especially the offensive linemen up front. I mean, they just make you feel so comfortable on the line because I know every single one of those offensive linemen have my back, and that's very good for me because I know that if I was to make a mistake or if someone makes a mistake, your brother's right there to pick you up and on to the next play. So it's just a very healthy culture, and it's a culture that I'm glad I get to spend 4 years with. So I'm very excited.
Brady, congratulations on being a big part of the win over Air Force. We'll see you on Saturday.
Appreciate that, sir. Have a good one.
You too.